Hello and welcome to another episode of Phoenix Cinema Podcast Film Club. I'm your host, Chris Austin, and joining me today is my co-host.
It's Luke Parker. Thank you, Chris.
It is myself and Luke here today. I don't think anybody else is joining us for this one. But what is the Phoenix Cinema Podcast Film Club? Well, it's a community of film nerds just like us who gather to rate and review films of our choosing. Why? Because we love movies and we love talking about them with each other most of all. Luke, you chose today's movie. What is that movie?
So today we're going to be talking about City of God. Set in the favelas of Rio de Janeiro, City of God is an explosive, decade-spanning epic chronicling the brutal, unforgiving rise of organised crime from the 60s to the 1980s. The story is told through the eyes of Rocket, a young man who navigates the chaotic world whilst dreaming of becoming a professional photographer searching for an artistic path out of the slum. His narrative runs parallel to the terrifying trajectory of his peer, Lil Z, a brutal youth who graduates from petty thief to a ruthless, all-powerful drug lord. As Lil Z eliminates rivals and builds his empire, the entire neighbourhood is engulfed in a cycle of escalating violence and bloodshed. This film's an unflinching look at limited options and the cyclical nature of violence that defines life in the City of God. Was this a first watch for you, Chris?
No, it was not. I have seen this before many years ago. And I remember this. I didn't remember much about the film. All I remembered was chasing a chicken, a bunch of people chasing a chicken in the street. And then I also remembered that crazy motel scene where the tender trio go to rob the motel and the Love Motel.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember anything else. I remember just thinking at the time, loving it, thinking maybe this is probably one of the best gangster films I've ever seen. But it also gave me this fear of Brazil. I was always like,
Yeah.
I'm never going to Rio de Janeiro. I'm never going to Brazil. I'm happy here, you know. But yeah, I couldn't remember it outside of that. But what about your relationship to this one?
Yeah, so I first saw it quite a few years ago, and kind of similar to you, I remember thinking that it was really good. I remember thinking it was incredibly chaotic, and there was a lot going on, and there were some quite dark scenes that stuck out to me in particular.
Oh boy,
and being a bit traumatic. But yeah, same as you, I remember thinking it was an incredible gangster movie, and albeit not exactly painting a great picture of Rio, or at least what Rio used to be. But you still hear things about Rio and kind of high crime rates and how it's not particularly safe. So yeah, there's definitely that side to it as well.
yeah, for sure. And I mean, I've never been there. Have you?
No. I would like to, definitely would like to, but yeah, there's always that in the back of your mind, thinking about.
I hear it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
About City of God, and the favelas, and don't want to go anywhere near that. Yeah. But yeah, it is like you said, it is incredibly. What's amazing about the movie is that it's so many things, right? It's brutal, it's extremely violent, it's harrowing, it's hard to watch at times, and yet it's so funny at times. I really love that they're able to inject humor where they can, and even if it's subtle, in some of the lines, they're meant to be humorous, and sometimes you're meant to enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel very genuine, I guess. And so when I was reading about the film, something that I thought was quite interesting is how majority of the cast were like, then these aren't actors.
Yeah.
These are just people that they kind of picked off of the street, and then prepared them in like an actor's workshop for a few months, and then they were like, okay, now you're in my film. So I think maybe that's one of the reasons it comes across as so real. I don't know.
What street do I need to be on? in order to get plucked off the street and placed into one of the greatest films ever made. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this film
It doesn't surprise
definitely,
me, though. It doesn't surprise
yeah,
me.
this definitely has a good. This is definitely one of the more well-known international films. So, a lot of like my friends, for example, who would kind of turn their head away at a film with subtitles, which is fair enough. You have to be in the mood for a film with subtitles. Like this is one that they've seen and that they rave about, and that they also think is like one of the greatest gangster films ever made, and it's kind of got that reputation, I think.
That's so true. Yeah, it does have that reputation, and it is very popular. I think it was in school. I remember kids telling me, "Have you seen City of God?" Yeah. So, and I think that's probably what
Yeah,
even put it on my radar was other kids telling me about it.
probably.
Yeah, yeah.
The film was received like really well, and definitely worked in its favor, I imagine. With like it got nominated quite a lot at the Oscars that year, in 2004.
Yeah, it did.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's 4 Oscars. Yeah, so you've got Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Best Editing, all nominated. Nothing won. Surprisingly, no Best Picture nomination. Not even in its own category of Best International Film. It didn't even get that, which is surprising that it was nominated.
Curious as what it is up against.
Please have a look. The fact that it was even nominated for director and writing and cinematography and editing means it was being nominated in the categories where everything else gets nominated. And that's probably because of the fact that it was distributed by Miramax. You had, I guess back then even, you had the might of the Weinsteins behind it. And so it had, it had real backing. But yeah, no Best Picture nominations. Surprising.
Yeah, that year there was it was up against Master and Commander, The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Mystic River, Lost in Translation. So
oof. All right.
Yeah.
You could have thrown City of God in there. There's no film like that in there.
Yeah, easily.
Do you know what was up for the international nominees?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, just to see if it was thrown into that list, what that would look like.
There was Evil, looks like a Scandinavian film, The Twilight Samurai, Twin Sisters, and what looks like maybe a Polish film called Jellery. So
none of which have
niche.
stood the test of time, maybe?
None of them have.
Yeah.
No. Well, at least they're nowhere near as prevalent as City of God has become.
Exactly.
Or as iconic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It goes to show they can't get it right every time, can they? Oh, interesting. Well, so to get into cast and crew, because it didn't win anything, but the only thing it did win, really, was a BAFTA award, and that was for Best Editor.
Makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
For sure. And that is a Daniel Resend.
Yep.
We have to talk about the editing because the editing is exceptional.
It's what makes the film, really.
Yeah.
It's such an exhilarating ride, and the way everything's cut together, that's pretty much why,
Yeah, absolutely. It when you talk about the momentum of the movie and the propulsion of it, it's very, on our last film club, we were talking about Goodfellas, and it's got that Goodfellas energy, especially when it comes to the editing. I think of that sequence in the film where it tells you the story of the apartment, where...
Oh, yeah.
It's just so clever, the way it just stitches through time, and the way it just... There's like a whole montage. It's set in this one shot over... It's just... Yeah, it's little things like that that's just... it's incredible.
It feels like really guerrilla, raw filmmaking.
Yeah, it does.
It feels very low budget, and like you said, the way it's stitched together does a great job of like portraying the chaos and the drama that's going on in these favelas. Yeah, I really
Yeah,
liked it.
yeah. I mean, and it speaks to like even the directing. It's like, yes, it's you are there. It feels so immediate. It feels like a documentary in so many ways.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
That's true. Yeah,
but dude, this was the guy's first movie that he edited.
that's impressive. That's very impressive.
What a start! Yeah, Daniel Resend, first movie he edits, he gets nominated for an Oscar and wins the BAFTA. Um, but to be honest, he hasn't gone on to do too much. I mean, he edited RoboCop, the remake, um, which bless him for that, right?
I haven't seen it, but obviously all I've heard is
Or
terrible
same,
things.
yeah.
Really, really
Sorry, I'm
terrible
just
things.
assuming it's bad. Yeah, I mean, who the fuck am
Yeah.
I? I haven't even seen the original. Uh,
He also did which I haven't seen. They did like a sequel to this film. They did like a sequel series and then like a sequel feature film called City of Men.
City of Men, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to see it, but it definitely hasn't stuck the way City of God has.
No, so they kept him for that.
Yes, it looks like, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of the same cast as well.
Wow. All right. Yeah, I had never heard of City of Men, and apparently the TV show, and it was created by the two directors of this film, is very
Hmm.
light-hearted.
Oh, okay.
It's very light, and then the adaptation of the TV show is back to very dark themes like this film.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, that didn't have any sort of lasting impact, clearly. But yeah, and then you have cinematographer Cesar Charlone. I mean, honestly, I'm going to be butchering these names, but he's Uruguayan, and yeah, he also did The Constant Gardener. He was
Hmm.
the cinematographer on that, which was another movie by this
We've definitely
director,
we've definitely
Fernando.
talked about this film before, but I cannot remember the context at all. You've definitely
The
brought this film up.
The Constant Gardener.
Yeah, I swear you have.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I'm
Have you
not
even seen
sure.
it?
No, no. Because I don't know why I would bring it up. Because
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, okay. I must just be making that up then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, or have I? I don't know. But yeah, it was the same director, Fernando Mireles,
Mhm.
who one of the directors anyway,
Yeah.
who did this. He also did. He was the cinematographer of American Made. Did you see that
Mm.
movie? Tom Cruise.
Yeah, a long time. I think when it first came out. Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I remember really
Didn't
liking it.
I
Oh, you
can't
didn't?
remember anything about it. I can't even tell you, but I've definitely seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I enjoyed it for what it was. And then he did The Two Popes, which again was another Mireles film with Anthony Hopkins and Jonathan Pryce. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can talk about more about Mireles' movies later. But he likes to
Sure.
work with Mireles, and he's done some things. Yeah, some American films as well. And then
Okay.
the composers on this. So you've got Antonio Pinto, who
Ah, okay.
Central Station
Mhm.
composer, which is very cool. He's like the go-to Brazilian composer, dude. He's composed a movie called Kenny Dalglish, which says Kenny Dalglish being the legendary Liverpool manager.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Okay.
it's
Okay.
a movie. I think it's a documentary, and like Paul
You-
McCartney shows up in it, and all these football heads, and it's
mm.
like
I'm looking
interesting.
through. There's a few football documentaries here. There's one called Diego Maradona and Pele. There's a
Oh, that
really random mix of stuff here.
that he's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot. I didn't realize he was the one who composed Flight Risk, which was Mel Gibson's
Hmm.
latest film.
He also did The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, which I know was discussed in our last film
Oh,
club.
oh my God, yes.
Were you a fan of that one?
I loved it. Did you see it?
Oh, okay. I didn't. That's one I missed. Yeah.
Oh, you missed a good one there, mate. Yeah, I loved that film. Yeah.
That's,
And actually the score is beautiful for that movie.
hmm
Yeah, I think
I
it's
mean, it's a
Chewy.
great score. It's a great score in this film.
Is it?
Mm. Do you not think so?
I didn't really notice it, or I did, but it
Okay.
felt more like a soundtrack than a score.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
very. I mean, it's like Goodfellas. It had this kind of
Mm.
even like 70s kind of vibe to it as well.
Mhm.
Maybe just fitting the time period. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, that's cool, man. Wow, the Mosquito Coast, the TV show, which I definitely did see. Okay, so he's really done a lot, a
A
lot, a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
Um, but he composed the score with Ed Cortez. So there were two of them
Mhm.
uh, on this movie. And yeah, Ed Cortez, not too familiar with him, even as a name, you know.
I've never heard of him. Yeah. Even like his the stuff he's done, nothing is standing out to me at all.
Yeah, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah, another Brazilian musician, composer, but yeah, I mean, great for him. But I don't know if he's ever really done anything outside of that, to be
I mean,
honest.
yeah, City of God's definitely looking like the most famous thing he's done for
The biggest
sure.
thing, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
When you look at the list of producers for this film, to be honest, the only name that's jumping out is Walter Salles.
Mhm.
He's an executive producer. So
Okay.
yeah, again, I mean, we love Salaz's films. Did you watch Central Station?
Uh, yeah. I actually don't think I finished it. I think I got like halfway through it. Maybe that's really bad, but
Weren't a fan?
not even. I think I just ran out. I just got distracted and never went back to it.
Oh,
That's really
okay.
bad.
Okay, no,
That's
no,
really
it's that's fine. That's fine.
bad.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
I
Yeah,
don't usually do that. I don't usually do that, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But no, he's yeah. I mean, clearly he's such a massive part of Brazilian cinema, and to have his name even attached to one of an absolute classic, and then he's also off directing his own all-time classics, is amazing. Yeah, it's nice to see his name pop up here, and
Yeah,
then
we because we recently did I'm Still Here. Well, I say recently. That was actually quite a while ago, but
last year,
that's
yeah,
that's
but
that's 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 one we both loved. Yeah.
both loved it. Yeah, I think I liked it even more actually than Central Station. Um,
Okay.
And yeah, but he's fantastic. Yeah, I'd like to see more of his work. But I'm still here is probably going to be like that's the
Mm,
one, to be honest. Yeah.
for sure.
Um,
I agree.
when you look at the cast of this thing, like you said, dude, I mean, I mean, you said that they pulled a lot of people in off the street because I can't for the life of me I can't recognize any. Listen, by the way, they are all fantastic. I think.
No, yeah, yeah, totally. They do a really, really good job. I think the only actor it says who had significant professional experience was Matthias Nachtigall, who
Who?
played Carrot, the drug dealer.
What drug? What the drug dealer?
Like
Who's that?
he's the one who. How do I explain? He's the white guy who teams up with Knockout Ned towards the end.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the one who's Lil Z's like enemy.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Hmm.
Really? Okay, so he's an actor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, bloody hell, his filmography is whew, it's vast. Yeah, it looks like it's mostly Brazilian cinema. Um, wow, okay. He was in Central Station. Yeah, he was in Central Station playing Isaiah. I mean, I couldn't tell you who it was. I don't remember, but oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Actually, from what I saw as well, Alice Braga, who played Angelica, who our narrator is in love with, and then
Hmm.
he briefly
Yeah.
looks like he's about to get a moment with her, and then that's taken away. But she really branched out. I mean, if you look at her filmography, Predators, I Am Legend. Um,
Oh, I really recognise her actually. Yeah,
Now I'm starting to
I'm
realize who she
coming
is.
together. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Elysium. I mean, yeah, The Rights, which was that weird horror film with Anthony Hopkins. She really did
must have
quite
like
well.
this must have like kickstarted her career for her,
It
maybe.
must have, yeah, because she's this was
Mm.
it says it's only the second film that she had done, and
Okay.
so to go from that to all these massive Hollywood films. I mean, she was in the Suicide Squad. I mean, like James Gunn's Suicide Squad and Robert Rodriguez's Hypnotic movie, which I'm never going to watch, but it's a big deal. Ben Affleck. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I mean, I can't remember who she plays in all these films, but I know that she plays Will Smith's wife in I Am Legend. That's what I remember.
so she's not the woman who shows up at the end.
Of I Am Legend.
Yeah, I Am Legend, because it's just him and his dog, right? And then
Yeah, but
right at
his wife at the start, right? When he's with his wife and kids.
oh, I'd see. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Is that her then? Yeah, I don't even
Pretty
recall
sure it
now.
is. Yeah.
It's well, to be fair, it's very light on women, that movie. So it's either one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, great for her. I mean, I don't think she
Yeah.
gets to do much in this, but what she does do just feels so authentic and like
Hmm.
real and lived in, right? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and so yeah, and like for some of these actors, they didn't do too much more because, like the kid, for instance, who played Lil Z or Lil Zeh,
Hmm.
his picture on IMDb is just a still of him shooting a gun in City of
Oh,
God.
okay.
You
I
know what I mean?
see.
It's
I
not
see.
like a professional headshot, so it's like, yeah,
On Letterboxd, there's a bit more going on. Like, it's got a current picture, and I mean, he's got a pretty big filmography now, but it's all Brazilian stuff, so it's nothing that we're gonna
oh,
recognize.
okay, good. I mean, yeah, I mean, I would hope that these because you hear about all these stories. We actually spoke about this in Central Station for the kid in that movie, but these kids who get taken off the streets in these really poor areas. So, the
Hmm.
streets of Brazil or in India, with what Danny Boyle did with Slumdog Millionaire. And then they have
Yeah.
all this amazing experience making the movie and even going to the premieres and then going to the award ceremonies. And then when it's all
Hmm.
done, they're back on the streets. There's no career for them, there's no forward progression. So
Hmm.
the nicest thing would be to look and be like, oh my god, they continued down that path and they were able to find some success and make an actual
Yeah.
career out of this.
Because they definitely all have pretty much all shown like a good level of talent here. So you'd be very surprised if they hadn't gone on and continued into some sort of career.
Yeah, totally. I mean, our lead guy, Alexandre Rodriguez, um again, his picture on IMDb is just a still
Mm.
from City of God, which tells you that, I mean, unless if he is, I mean, it says that he is in movies today. In
Yeah.
fact, he's in another TV series called Cidade de Deus, a Luta Não Para. Cidade de Deus is City of God. So they
Hmm.
they are continuing to create, to make spin-offs and tell City of God stories. I mean, this is 2024.
What's it called?
Cidade, it's Portuguese. Cidade de Deus, a luta não para.
Okay, I'll try and translate
Yeah,
that.
directed. Yeah, Cidade de Deus. Probably put that 2024,
Okay.
which is like what
Yeah, City of God, the fight rages on. It translates to
the
so
fight rages on.
HBO TV show.
Wow,
Is
and he's
looks like a
playing
pretty
this dude. He's
pretty
playing the
mid
same
response.
character.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Like the main poster of the TV show is literally him with his camera.
Yeah, yeah, and look how old he is. He's oh my god,
Interesting.
that's
I wonder what
crazy,
it's about.
man. It's probably terrible. I mean,
Probably.
I'm
I mean,
just
no, I agree.
assuming.
It's got 53% on Metacritic. I mean, take that as you will, but
I mean, clearly this is like The Thing. I mean, listen, I'd do the same if it was me. I would live off the glory of this movie forever, you
hmm
know? Why
hmm
wouldn't you? But
I'd be interested. I'd be interested to see it, but
and do you know what? Like I said, good for him. He's still got work. And if he's
hmm
able to play this role, I mean it's an iconic role, you know, maybe as you know, especially for him. So oh, that's great,
yeah,
man. Wow, I can't believe
cool.
this still making that. Wow. Um So yeah, you've got the writer is Braulio Mantovani. Again, Brazilian. I don't know any of their work. There's a lot of films that have shown up: Elite Squad and Elite Squad Two. I'm seeing that a lot. These are these Brazilian movies. I think because it has a lot of the same either crew
hmm
or cast that are showing up in these films. Um,
hmm
but yeah, and then when we get to the directors, it's so interesting because, dude, this is where it gets like really interesting. I had no idea City of God had two directors.
I didn't either, to be honest. I've only just seen now.
Yeah, uh, I, I always thought it was Fernando Meirelles. He was the director, and that was it. And he's gone on to do, you know, he crossed the
Pretty
pond.
well.
Yeah, he went to
hmm
Hollywood and he did some movies. I don't know if any of those movies were as successful as this one was, but you know, he did movies, working with some really
Big
big
names.
actors. Yeah, so the Constant Gardener, you know, which is Ray Fiennes and Rachel Weisz. I don't even know if did I see that or not. I don't know. Um, and then you know the two popes, which I did see. Did you see
Did
that?
that get some? No, I didn't. But didn't it get some Oscar buzz, or am I making that up as well?
It must. Yes,
For
I think it did. I think it did
for
get
for,
some Oscar buzz.
for Hopkins, right?
Yeah, it was nominated for three Oscars, for both of them, for Price and Hopkins, and Best
Okay.
Adapted Screenplay. Listen, the Oscars love a movie about priests and popes. They really do, don't they? Oh, and that's it. Like, randomly, he directed an episode of The Sympathizer, which was a series that I watched last year that was created by Park Chan Wook and
Okay. I've
starring
I've I've
Robert
heard of
Downey
that.
Jr. Yeah, in like
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. has like seven roles in it, playing all these
hmm
different characters, and it is a. I thought it was a very cool show. Um,
Nice.
and he just directed an episode of that. He did direct 5 episodes of the TV show Sugar, starring Colin Farrell, which was I didn't watch it. It was an Apple TV Plus show, and
Yeah, I have.
apparently
I haven't seen it.
you haven't. Yeah, apparently it was a show that really like switches things up. There's like a big twist
hmm
after like 4 episodes or whatever. Yeah, which completely changes everything you thought you were
Okay.
watching. Yeah. Um, yeah, cool. But so yeah, so he's been doing a lot of stuff in Hollywood, whereas his co-director Katia Lund, uh, not so much, dude.
No, so just having a look now. Again, looks like predominantly Brazilian films.
Yeah,
Again, a lot of films that have already cropped up, so maybe a lot with other members of cast and crew from City of God. But
yeah. And then like a random second unit director credit on Anaconda from
oh, really?
1997. Yeah,
The original.
the original. Uh, yeah, I think I don't know what the story is there, but I
Mm.
think it's yeah a real shame that
I
she
wonder, like, what her role was and how she got involved and like how that all came about.
yeah because she is a co-director and to have a co-director credit, I mean that's massive, that's
Mm.
huge. And it's just yeah why did you know why has he continued to find success you know across the
Yeah,
pond in Hollywood and she didn't you know.
definitely a story there.
Yeah, there must be. um oh, speaking of, by the way, so I'm watching the TV series, the documentary series Mr. Scorsese. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's on Apple and it's 5 episodes, I think. And it's
Mm-hmm.
super cool because it's like you've got big talking heads in there, man. You've got De Niro, you've got Spielberg, you've got DiCaprio,
Nice.
yeah, and Scorsese himself. And it just popped into my head now. But remember when we were talking about Goodfellas, we were like, that ending where Ray Liotta just breaks the fourth wall and just looks straight down the camera in the courtroom and then just starts
Mm-hmm.
chatting to the camera. Well, we were saying like, what is that all about? Well, he kind of answers that
Okay.
in the series, yeah, and he basically just says he was inspired by the films of the French New Wave, who were doing a lot of that stuff, like breaking the fourth wall, all that kind of stuff, and he was
Mm-hmm.
just having fun. So
Oh,
there you
nice.
go. Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely that's definitely one for me to watch now. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Oh yeah, 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 dude. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun.
Even
Yeah,
yeah, and like the reviews are looking good as well.
it's good. Yeah, the way they introduce De Niro as a interview subject is the
Hmm.
ending of an episode, and the editing is so good. um, so yeah, cool. Any thoughts on City of God? I've got to say this. So me and Carrie Ann were watching it together, and then she went to bed at one point because she
Hmm.
had to. She was working the next day, but
Sure.
not without getting to probably the scene that's the hardest to watch in the entire movie. You know which scene I'm talking
Hmm.
about?
I think well, there's two that I think are particularly hard to watch, but
Oh, two. Okay. What do you think it
yeah.
is?
Well, there's a rape scene, and then there's also the scene where they shoot the kid square in the face.
Yeah, yeah. It was the kids,
Okay, yeah,
dude. It is
brutal.
brutal.
One of
Is
the
the
most brutal things you can possibly make, really.
Yeah, but you know what's even more brutal? The incredibly real reactions of the kids.
I know. I thought that not even just in that scene, but like they call them the runts, don't they,
The
or something like
runts.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them are like they're great actors, and it's just makes the fact that they were kind of just pulled off the street even more impressive, right?
Yeah, it's impressive. It's like beyond impressive. It's so fucking impressive. But I'm almost like, what did they do? Because this,
Mm-hmm.
like, they have cornered these two kids. One of them, the youngest, is what, 5, 6 years old,
Younger than that, probably. The one that gets
maybe.
shot in the foot. Yeah.
Yeah, and the kid starts to cry when he's told, choose. You're going to get
Hmm.
shot in the hand or the foot. Make a choice. And this young kid has to hold out his hand. That's the choice. He is 4 years old, 5 years old, and he has to hold out his hand to be shot and then told, actually, one of you is going to die. Which one is it going to be? The way he starts to cry, and even when he's crying, when he's been shot in the foot, and it is so devastating to watch. And I have to say, I don't even think I want to know how they got that
How?
reaction.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because it looks like
I
he's
did think
actually
that as well.
terrified.
It does. It does. It does. Yeah. It's almost too genuine.
It's too genuine. Yeah, yeah, dude. That was tough. That was really, really
Yeah.
tough. And I mean, the rape scene, for instance, that you're talking about, again, brutal and yet very. It's almost a relief the way that they've cut it.
Hmm.
Right? It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
quick, and it's just quick flashes, and then we're out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and the hardest part as well is like seeing his reaction as well.
Yeah.
It's very heartbreaking. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, really, really rough, dude. Really rough. So by the end of the movie, then, because you'd watched it a while ago, had your feelings changed on the film at all? Had it grown? Had it lessened?
I still loved it. I still think it's such an important piece of film, and to really does such a great job of capturing this moment in time and space, and like what life was like, and the dangers of this kind of organized crime and violence. And I think it's really interesting. I was going to mention this earlier, but how it's actually, I think it's only loosely based, but it is based off a book of someone's like true written experiences of living within one of these favelas.
Oh boy.
And I'd be very curious to see like what was maybe exaggerated for the film and what was actually just plucked out of his book and put in.
Yeah, really, really. And like something tells me that there's probably not much exaggeration going on here, which is why it's
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I mean, it feels so authentic. They're not looking away from any of the hard stuff, which I do commend it for. It might not be everyone's cup of tea because of that.
The
You know,
violence is just so high and intense.
it's so intense, and I honestly, dude, they shot this on location in Rio de Janeiro. How? How did they do that?
Well, I read about this as well, and it said, oh, here we go. It says, due to the extreme danger, the film was not shot in the actual City of God favela. The production primarily used a neighboring, less dangerous area and other favelas in Rio to achieve the authentic look.
Right. So everywhere that wasn't the actual favelas. Yeah. I was going to say, because you just can't do that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I mean, there's an authenticity to it. There's an honesty to it. And yeah, it has to be commended in that respect. I did think to myself, I wonder how much the influence of we were just talking about him, of Scorsese was on the way that they made the movie, on the editing, on the way that they use music as well, to push the film along. A film like Goodfellas, I do wonder if that had a massive influence on how they presented the film.
It definitely did. It definitely had such a significant influence, and it actually almost made me think of quite a while ago we watched a film called Confusion Nawa. And
I remember that. Yes, what a classic.
That was a Nollywood film. I think it was Nollywood.
It was, yeah.
That clearly took so much heavy inspiration from not just Scorsese films but Tarantino films, and you can just tell they were trying so hard to like shoehorn all these stylistic choices that I wouldn't say they were copied, but they were just heavily influenced from, and that was a complete miss on almost every level.
Oh my god.
Whereas this one is taking a lot of these influences like you just mentioned, but really using them to heighten the story and to really it's different enough within this environment to feel fresh.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah, it's in no way a criticism to say it feels you know, like they're using in fact, it's probably just in our head because we watched Goodfellas so recently.
Maybe.
But you're right. If they were inspired by it, they've used it in such an amazing way, and it is its own thing. It's all its own thing. Such a massive ensemble of players who their faces, man, it's incredible. There were two faces actually that stood out here. There's a guy at the beginning, you know, the guy who catches one of the trio sleeping with his wife. He bashes her head in, and then he rats him out.
Shorty, I think his name was.
Shorty, he
something like that.
Is one of the main kidnappers in Man on Fire.
Okay,
the Denzel one. He gets his hand blown off by a shotgun, and and there's another guy. You know, the guy who was supplying all the weapons to the gang. He's got like this big frizzy hair.
Oh yeah.
He's also in Man on Fire.
Okay.
Yeah, which was like 2 years after this movie. Yeah,
that first guy you mentioned, he is. I'm trying to get it up now, but there's a really famous Brazilian film that's raved about in Brazil as to be like such a massive classic, and at one point it was like one of the highest rated Letterboxd films until they kind of changed the algorithm of how they do it.
Okay.
It's called maybe like something like The Dog, The Day of the Dog, or something like that. but I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure he's in it as well. Um, I'm trying
Oh,
to get it
really?
up. Yeah.
I've never heard of it, to be fair.
If I can find it, I'll mention it. But
Yeah, fine. Or yeah, and even if you find it after the fact, like shoot it over.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Um,
But he's definitely in that because his face is so like
it's so unique. Like,
distinct.
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
distinct. Yeah, yeah. Which is why I immediately recognized him. Like, oh, Man on Fire, you know.
Hmm.
Um, and the other guy too, with his like big bushy hair. Yeah, I was like, and he's not
Hmm.
even in Man on Fire that long. I swear he's not. But immediately I was like, yep, that's him. So yeah, I wonder if that was just
Okay.
Tony Scott as well, just being a massive fan of this movie, and 2 years later, just making sure let's get a
Wouldn't be
couple of the
surprised.
let's get
Wouldn't be
some of the City of
surprised.
God guys in here. Yeah,
Hmm.
even though that takes place in Mexico. Oh well.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Oh,
okay, you found it.
it's called A Dog's Will.
A dog's will. So it was something to do with the dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And yeah, because I remember seeing it on Letterboxd and all the reviews were like 5 stars, right? And it was insanely highly rated, like 4.6, 4.5, something like that. But all the reviews were in
Ah.
were in Portuguese. And then there was like the odd review in English that was like
Oh.
1 star or 2 stars. That was like, why do Brazilians rave about this? This is shit.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. So it must be like a really culturally significant film. So I'd be very curious
Interesting.
to see it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see it. It's got that
Mm.
Mateusz Nachtigall in it. I wonder if is that him because the guy doesn't even have a photo.
Oh, oh no, he's the guy who plays Carrot. He's the guy I was talking about earlier.
Who? Oh, that's Carrot, right? With the red
Yeah,
hair.
sorry, I got them
Yeah,
mixed up.
Carrot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Carrot's not the red hair.
Oh
Carrot
no,
is
he's
Lil
the
C's
opposing
enemy.
drug
Yeah,
dealer.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Oh, it makes sense to have Carrot be the guy with the red hair, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, true, true.
Excellent, man. Okay, so all right. Any other final thoughts on this thing?
um, I just think I really enjoy how the film's structured, and I find the ending of the film so satisfying. How we have Rocket, our photographer, and we kind of have followed his struggle and him getting to where he is now, and then he has his golden moment. He has it literally him there with his camera, and the perfect photo opportunities are there, literally handed to him on a plate, and
Yeah,
it's just really, really satisfying.
yeah, yeah. It is, and also what he gets to photograph is
Yeah.
like speaking about what I found to be the most brutal scene. The way the
Hmm.
runts, in the end,
Oh yeah, yeah.
get their revenge, and the way they turn it round is it's none of it's great, it's even for them. These kids, that movie ends with these kids walking off with guns in their hands going, what should we do
Hmm.
next? Oh, we should go kill that guy.
Hmm.
It's like, oh my god, as casually as like we would say, hey, let's go kick a football around in the
Hmm.
crazy
And
crazy.
I actually completely forgot that's how the film ended. Completely forgot.
So had
So it was
I.
still good to see.
Yes, so had I yeah, by that point I had no idea what was coming again. So
Mm.
that was really great. So I've been struggling when it comes to ratings with this thing.
Hmm.
I really
Okay.
have, because as I'm watching the film, I was like, this is okay, this is a 5. This is a 5 star. But come the end of the movie, I was like, is it though? I don't
I was in a similar position as you. Yeah.
really.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, there's no doubting how great it is, but
Yeah.
it's hard to shelve it with the other 5 stars, I guess.
Yeah, I am in such a conundrum because I'm firmly in the 4.5 camp,
Yeah, same.
but
That's what I gave it.
okay, we need why? Because I remember like last time I was like, Goodfellas 4.5, and you and Hannah were like, no, it's a 5. And why is it not a 5? And I was like, okay, you've
Mhm.
twisted my arm. So why is this
Mm.
not a 5?
That is the question. It's okay to just say it doesn't feel like a 5, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just curious because, like, halfway through the film, I was like, no, it is a 5. But by the time we reached the ending, I don't feel like I was. I don't know. It's so hard to say. It's so finite, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't walk out of the experience going, okay, that is a. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay,
yeah.
here's one little critique maybe. I don't know
Okay.
if it's definitely not worth half a star, but
Okay.
it's just
Go
something I
for it.
thought about whilst watching it is Rocket has his little romance moment, you know, with this journalist. Do you not think that was just a little bit random and out of place, like a bit too quick, a bit rushed, a
Uh,
bit glossed over?
yeah, potentially. I mean, is it necessary? No. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean, I can't even say that for me that's barely like a critique because it's very interesting because I love the way it's shot. Actually,
hmm
it's almost like they're in another room having a whole conversation while the camera creeps down the corridor, and we never
Yeah.
actually see them together. I thought that was actually quite a
hmm
lovely way to present that moment. I have a feeling, Luke, maybe that was a real thing that happened to him. It was in the book, and that was why it's
Yeah, maybe.
like
Yeah, maybe.
just thrown in there. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But even him and like Angelica, he's got this massive crush on her, right?
hmm
And the narration is like, I love her. I'm going to lose my virginity to her. Because she puts out, and she's with someone, then she stops being with him, and now she's with our lead guy, and they even make
Well,
out on the
barely.
beach.
Yeah,
But
that's the most we see, and
they
then
they make out on the
yeah,
beach, and you're like, oh, he got what he wanted, and then they go to that party, and
and you see that moment of eye contact that he makes with Benny, that she makes with Benny, and
yes,
and you know what's happening, but then like you never really hear what Rocket thinks about it. I guess he's kind of just like okay, whatever.
and that's more of a critique for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Rocket, the next time we really see him at the party where Benny dies, Rocket is up with the DJ for some reason, rocking out, and I mean busting these moves while Angelica's full on dancing up with Benny, and he doesn't care, and it's
Yeah.
like, so how did you feel about about that?
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a thing of like, well, at the end of the day, Benny being Benny, you just can't do anything anyway, you
Yeah, that
know?
makes sense.
and that reminds me of another lovely moment in this movie where the guy who I thought was Carrot, the guy with the red
hmm
hair, like the
Yeah.
junkie who is always around, when Benny challenges him to a bike race,
hmm
and they're both going, and then there's a shot of this guy, and then he just presses his brakes. You see him
Mm.
pump his brakes to
Yeah.
let Benny win, and
He knows what he needs to do.
he
Yeah.
knows what he needs to do. Yeah, I thought that was such a lovely little moment for someone who's essentially just a side character and a junkie,
hmm
very much
Yeah.
so. But to see that he still has these street smarts, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
thought that was nice. I thought that was quite nice. Um, God, what do I do? What do I do? All right. So yeah, ratings. All right. So you're 4.5. Yeah,
I'm firmly at 4.5.
you're
Yeah.
firmly there. Well, then so am I. Because I mean, if you were 5, and then I'd happily join you there. But the fact that we both are umming and ahhing, let's just keep it at
Hey,
four and
if
a
you
half.
if you think it's a 5, you can give it a 5. You
I
know, you don't have to
don't
be swayed.
know. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I want to, but I just don't know. I'll sleep on it. I'll give myself one more night to sleep on it, and we'll see. But like you said, there's no denying it's a great movie, right?
Yeah, it's an excellent movie, and I
Yeah,
think it's a very because of how fast paced it is and intense it is and engaging it is. I think it's a very good introduction to international cinema.
true. Yeah, get over that
Yeah.
subtitle fear or phobia. Yeah,
hmm
because this is
Yeah.
absolutely.
Don't watch this movie dubbed. Whatever you do, just don't do that.
No. Jesus, yeah, or any movie for that matter, please.
That's true.
Cool. All right. Thank you, sir. Great pick.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
glad
you.
that you picked it, and we were able to rewatch it because it had been too long, and I'm so glad I got to see it again. So that's great.
Yeah. Awesome.
So next up is composer and editor of the podcast, Stefan Krieger, who's going to be making a choice for what the next film will be. He's not with us today, obviously, but he has texted me what the movie is, and that movie is, drum roll, please, Bad Lieutenants from 1992.
Bad Lieutenants.
Directed by Abel Ferrara and starring Harvey Keitel. Have you seen this?
No. I have heard of it, though, and I've heard good things, so I'm actually very excited.
Yeah, same. I've heard of it,
Awesome.
Haven't seen it. I've only seen one Abel Ferrara movie, and it was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't know about this guy. So it was a Willem Dafoe movie called Tommaso from 2019 or something, 2018. And yeah, so this might be a weird one, but I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Should be good.
So cool. I guess I will see you then, sir.
See you on the next one. Thank you very much.
Good to see you, mate. Thank you. And yeah, thank you all for joining today, anyone who is listening. Until next time, this is the Phoenix Cinema Podcast Film Club. Next up is Bad Lieutenant. Feel free to watch along with us. Until next time, ciao for now.